So it's that time of year, and we have kids, so we're trying to make sure all our kids are well equipped for the snow. And we have a couple of these little tiny shovels that we've accumulated over the years, and this one wasn't working. This shaft goes into the shovel here, and this handle goes on the end of the shaft, and then these two telescope together to give you a longer and a shorter shaft. And I think the locking and unlocking mechanism was this plastic collar. I think this is actually two pieces. When you twist it, they're supposed to lock. And I have to try to find a way to get this inner piece free from the outer piece and see if I can get this all assembled and working the way it's supposed to. Well, I just got in there with a screwdriver and managed to loosen it. I think this piece was originally glued onto this one. There's a glue line here. Obviously not a lot of glue here. So I filed some cross hatches and notches into the steel. Just trying to clean it up with a little acetone. I think part of the problem is the steel has a painting or a coating on it, and part of the problem is you're trying to adhere these waxy types of plastics, and in my experience most adhesives don't stick to plastics like this very well. And this guy also has a split in it, which I don't think it's going to affect the performance, but something to be aware of. And when I slide that on, I can't seem to close that split up, so it seems as though this plastic piece was ever so slightly undersized. An engineering marvel. You can see the acetone dissolves the plastic, so this has been etched. So this has perhaps been etched a little bit. That might help the epoxy stick a little better. Using my 12-hour epoxy because I have it, and it's supposed to be a little bit stronger than the typical 5-minute epoxies. I obviously don't need very much because not a lot of space in here. Well, the acetone seems to have fused this plastic back together. Didn't anticipate that. Okay, it opened up now. I'm going to try to use a hose clamp to clamp it all together. And we'll let that set. Heat will speed up the chemical reaction and get the epoxy to set a little bit quicker than it might otherwise. So to assemble this, I had to take this spring out. The spring just goes in there, and it's the two tabs that lock the shovel, and then this piece can slide in like so, and then this spring sits in here. Like so. Well, I took the clamp off, and it looks as though the epoxy has done what was expected. That seems like a great bond. Going to judiciously put some silicone on the threads and the sliding parts. I don't want to get it on the underside of the tab. Well, it seems to work. You snug that down and you have a good grip. Seems to be behaving, and shrinks down to that form factor. You can take the blade off the shovel if you want. So just another one of those honeydew repairs, and we'll see if we can get another season out of it. Here's a slightly better view of this puppy. You loosen the handle here, goes there to there, and tighten it down, and we're good to go. And when you need to stow it, you loosen it, push it back in, and that's all there is to it. Well, let's hope we can get another winter out of it. Well, not a very involved or complicated video, but I appreciate you coming by as always. Take care, stay safe, and we'll check you out on the next one.